and you are looking live at the Dragons Den, as today we have the district championships. We have the Oxford Wildcats versus the Lake Orion Dragons. I'm your host, Kevin McCormick, along with my partner, Teddy Hirschfield. So, Teddy, what are the points you have for me for each team?
Well, I'm going to start with Oxford. Obviously, on Wednesday when they played Waterford Kettering, there was a couple of things that were great. The biggest thing was they drove to the basket constantly. Guys like Trey Townsend, even Zachary Townsend, you guys like Raish did a great job at driving to the basket, staying under that basket, and really just doing a fantastic job getting that ball into the basket from the paint, which they're really avoiding those outside shots. Obviously, with a couple of exceptions of Coughlin, who's great at those outside shots, but the biggest thing that I found that really helped them was offensive rebounds. I talk about it all the time. Everybody knows that.
Exactly.
Offensive rebounds, getting the second chance there for when you miss your first shot, and I think that that's really going to help them again tonight.
What keys do you have for, or what points you have for LO today?
Well, LO, they were playing pretty much the same way on Wednesday against Adams, and that, again, driving to the basket, controlling the pace, getting those points from the paint, which are much easier than those outside shots. Again, there's obviously a couple of exceptions, but for the most part, Talbot did a great job at controlling the paint offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
And guys like Bodingheimer and Van Heg were doing a great job at being sneaky, kind of going underneath the basket when Talbot was up top. Exactly. Yeah. We saw a lot of reverse layups. So very similar to the Wildcats, but the biggest difference that Lake Orion has from the Wildcats is basically their ability to go into their bench. They have a lot of good bench players who've been doing great for them. So that's going to be a big key for them today.
All right, now let's get right into these picks, how we were doing a couple weeks ago. So who's your pick for LO today?
Well, my pick for LO, it's going to be Nate Talbot, of course.
Okay, that's a big man.
Exactly. He had a great game on Wednesday, and I'm really expecting him to, again, control the paint offensively and defensively, be a captain out there. So who do you got for Oxford?
Right now, I got my boy Trey Townsend, number 4 for Oxford. I've watched in the past couple games that I've broadcasted up Oxford, and he's really been the center point of their offense, and he's a very athletic player. He can really play anywhere.
Exactly.
And that's probably the scariest thing in high school basketball, is a player that can really do anything. He can burn you from outside with his three-point shot, and he can drive inside on you, and he can post you up. He can really do it. He can really do everything, and that's why I like him a lot. I think he's bound to have a big game. But on the backside of that, the Dragons got to keep tabs on him, because if you let him go, it's going to be hard.
And that was something we were talking about. He's a bigger player, but he starts up top. He starts because he's good handling the ball, and he can do those outside shots.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's something to keep in mind. Obviously, the Dragons are going to have a tough game, but so are the Wildcats. I mean, this is going to be a good game no matter what, and I'm really excited for what's going to happen here today.
Well, that's all we have for you guys for right now. We're about to get into the national anthem and the player introduction, so we'll be back after that. This is the home of Michigan High School playoff basketball. and you are looking live once again at the Dragons Den as we just had the national anthem, and now we're getting in the middle of player introductions. But here we go, man. This is a packed house. Both student sections are to the very top row, which is this is a rare sight. You don't see this very often in the Dragons Den, but this is going to be special. When you got Oxford rocking the all-white unis and Lake Orion throwing out the gray. I like it, the all gray.
I do
really
like it.
That.
Nice little grout fit.
Yeah, but let's get a little bit more some points right here. I just want to point out that Lake Orion, this is their first district championship appearance since 2012. So this is a big chance for them to make a statement.
And it's very in contrast to Oxford. Oxford actually beat Utica Eisenhower last year in the district finals. So they're used to this. They did this last year. Of course, they also eventually fell to Clarkson, as everybody did, but they were in this atmosphere last year, and they were able to win. So hopefully Lake Orion can capitalize on that.
Yeah, this is a big game right here because Clarkson, they're out of the equation. They lost in the first round to Adams. So
it's open.
Yeah, this is a wide open run for anybody right now at the state finals. But obviously, you got to take it one game at a time. And again, like how you said, Oxford's been in this situation before, so they kind of know the atmosphere and that sort of thing. Lake Orion, this is their first time since 2012 being in this type of atmosphere. They're lucky that they have it at home. They are not technically, they're technically not really the home team based on their uniforms, but they're really the home team. And we're at LO. But so the Dragons do have the benefit of being at home. So that will help them out a lot. But I do kind of expect a little bit of a slow start from Lake Orion with them being in this atmosphere for the first time in 7 years. But
I mean, I would actually go the opposite way, because on Wednesday when they were playing Adams, they came out strong,
hard, and, yeah, they came out strong and hard.
It's a pretty similar atmosphere. I mean, yes, there's a little bit bigger, more people, and it's a bigger game, but
cross-down rivalries. You're gonna have
absolutely,
more people,
exactly. But I think that they're going to be able to start off really strong, and I think Oxford is going to well. So I'm expecting it to be a great first half and a great rest of the game as well.
We'll see. So here are our picks right here. Talbot and Trey Townsend doing the tip-off. So here we go.
I'm interested to see who's going to guard Townsend.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would assume Talbot would actually guard Raish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So here we go. The opening tip-off. Dragons take possession first. So we are off here.
Ryquist putting his hands out, calling a play. You don't really see that too often from him.
Ooh, Ryquist thought about the three, didn't take it. Pick for Van Heck.
I think part of that might be just the noise. Usually Jake is yelling a play.
Yeah.
With the noise, it's very hard to hear him.
Again, like we said, this is a packed stadium. Oh, bad pass inside, picked off by the Wildcats. Here comes Logan Coughlin up the court. Nicholson driving inside. Out to Trey Townsend, he goes up and gets the dunk to start off the game. Trey Townsend.
Wow.
Good start for the Wildcats.
Statement.
The paint was just wide open right there. Bodies were on the floor. Townsend took advantage and got the dunk to go. Good job by him. 2-0 Wildcats. Talbot inside, double team. Goes up and can't finish off the back iron. Rebounded by Townsend. Here come the Wildcats. Coughlin up the middle of the court, gets it over to Raish. And now Nicholson with the ball. Gives it off to Coughlin. He will stop at the near half court, guarded by Ryquist.
I really like how Coughlin is running his offense. He gets the ball and he runs up to half court, then he slows it down.
Nicholson for three. That one goes! Connor Nicholson for three. 5-0 Wildcats lead.
Dragons got to respond here. Just a nice layup, a reverse layup, as they were doing plenty of times on Wednesday.
You know they're going to try to guard Talbot inside. Yep, double team right there. Talbot goes up, can't get it to go, grabs his own board. No, he lost the handle. Picked off by Coughlin. Here he comes up the court. And he will stop and reset. But Talbot getting double team underneath the rim. As Townsend goes up, can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Van Heck. So that's the first stop for the Dragons on defense, but they got to get something going on offense. Let's see what they can do.
They got to break that momentum. They're going to have to get those 2 points right now if they want to send a statement back.
Don't want to force a shot, but Talbot's not really working for you right now. You got to have guys cut, got to have guys move, got to get space. Here we go, Van Heck inside the Boneheimer, and he gets the first points for the Dragons.
That was working so well on Wednesday, and I'm really hoping that's going to work today. Is Bodenheimer is always open when someone drives because they help each other, they connect, and Bodenheimer's right there. He's ready, and he's going to get that nice, easy layup.
Zachary Townsend with the ball now, gives it off to Connor Nicholson, now over to Coughlin. Nicholson again for three. No good. In and out. Tough break. That was huge for the Dragons.
Yep.
That would have definitely made a statement right there. Definitely would have shifted momentum in Oxford's favor, but the Dragons dodge a bullet. So here we go again. Reichwas barking out signals.
Talbot with a nice pick.
We'll see how that pick and roll works for the Dragons tonight. Van Heck tries to get inside the Talbot. He does. Talbot triple teamed inside. Gets it to go! Against 3 people. Nathan Talbot.
I know I had Talbot as my pick, and I'm not doubting him, but if he's going to get triple teamed all night, he's going to have to find those guys open on the outside.
Someone's got to be open if he's getting triple teamed underneath the hoop. But Dragons down by 1, 5-4, 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Townsend step back jumper, no good, off the back iron, rebounded by Nick Talbot. Here come the Dragons. Here we go, Van Heck trying to drive inside. Spins to his left, trying to go up, and can't get the floater to go. Rebounded by Nicholson. Here come the Wildcats, up to Raish. Raish is a sneaky guy, you gotta watch out for him. Tries to go inside, lost the handle over to Townsend. He's on the floor, and a foul called on one of the Dragons. I believe they're gonna put that one on Kyle Loken. I'm not sure that was really the right call. I thought Townsend kind of just slipped right there, but
I did too.
Ref called it, so you gotta play on. First foul of the game for either team. We're just over halfway to go in the first quarter. As Zachary Townsend history no good. Good box out by Nate Talbot, making sure Nicholson didn't get the board over him. Dragons still down by 1, 5-4. Half-minute mark in the first quarter, 4 minutes to go. Dragons consistently trying that pick and roll of Talbot. It's not really working out. Wildcats doing a very good job of kind of clogging up the lane inside.
Oxford's doing great on defense.
Boneheimer, almost got the reverse layup. Loose ball on the floor, and the ball goes with the Dragons. It was actually a pretty good move by Boneheimer.
Absolutely.
And he's really good at getting those reverse layups underneath the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, if he finished that, I know the crowd would have went crazy.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Boneheimer in the corner. Talbot calling for it. Oh, high pass from Boneheimer over the hands of Talbot. Picked off by Michael Raish. Nicholson, lost the handle. Picked off by Van Heck. Van Heck driving inside, out to Boneheimer. Oh, he didn't take the jumper, trying to drive inside, lost the handle.
Oh, he gets it back.
Oh, what a hustle play from Boneheimer. Oh, but Van Heck forced the pass inside. That was a good hustle play by Boneheimer. As Nicholson opened for 3, no good, and rebounded by Van Heck. Low scoring game so far. Again, still 5-4. It's been like this for about 2 minutes as Cameron Sutton looking to check in. He's just took off his warm-up unis, and he's by the scorer's table right now. It looks like Oxford has some substitution as well. Reichwas thought about the step back, didn't take it. Talbot inside, double team, goes up the left hand and puts it in! Nate Talbot gives the Dragons the lead 6-5, 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Here we go. Trey Townsend inside on Talbot, the left hand, his left hand, no good! Rebounded by Boneheimer.
That was great defense by Talbot.
Yeah, good hands-up defense, not drawing the foul.
See, Seitz is going to make his way to the table down there.
Yeah, so it looks like we'll have Seitz and Sutton going in for the Dragons. Yep, that's a reaching on Townsend. Grab the right arm Talbot, which means the substitutions will come in, a 2 for 2 for both teams. So we have Seitz and Sutton coming in for Talbot and Boneheimer, and for the Wildcats, you got DeJuan Williams and Nolan Heiler. They come in for Nicholson, and did not see who else came.
Oh, that'd be Zach.
Oh, Zach Townsend, yep.
All right, Cam.
Here we go. Reichwas for 3, no good. Rebounded by Michael Raish. Here he comes, racing up the right side of the court. Good defense by Loken. Way open in the corner. Coughlin for 3, no good. And out of bounds, and possession goes with the Dragons. Coughlin's kind of a sneaky guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was open in the corner. I didn't even see him. So Dragons got to keep tabs on Michael Raish and Logan Coughlin for the Wildcats, because those are two sneaky guys that can really get behind you if you don't pay attention. This atmosphere is insane right now. You gotta love this atmosphere.
I love it.
It's really good.
I'm happy to be here.
Sights inside, no foul called. Rebounded by DeJuan Williams. Here come the Wildcats. Oh, that should have been a double dribble right there. Ref didn't call it. Nolan Heiler in the corner for three. That one goes. And that possession shouldn't even have counted right there. There's clearly a double dribble right there by DeJuan Williams. Refs didn't call it. Tough break for the Dragons, but they got to play on.
Respond.
Exactly.
Respond in the game.
This is high school refs, so they're going to miss calls like that from time to time. Just kind of got to deal with it. Still got a lot of ball game left, though. Not even at the end of the first quarter yet. Sutton out to Sights for three.
Short.
No good. Not sure if it got tipped, but it's air ball right there for Sights. Race for three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Kyle Loken 35 seconds ago in the first quarter. Dragons down by 2, 8-6.
Dragons should try and tie it up right here. Get the last shot, but tie it up. Not try and get the lead here.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely want to kind of wait for the last shot here, but we'll see what the Dragons do.
I mean, it's going to be hard to drive without Talbot down low.
Exactly.
That's one thing about Talbot is he takes 3 defenders out of the equation.
Yeah, 15 seconds ago. Sutton. Oh, no. Got the ball picked off by Michael Race. Here he comes. Sights racing. Fouled as Race goes up, and he will go to the line. I think that's a good foul right there by the Dragons. It was a good hustle. But good job by Race to pick that ball off from Cam Sutton.
That's a good foul right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Race has been okay from the line this postseason.
But if he has an open layup, the chances of him getting those are much higher.
Higher than him getting the free throws.
Exactly.
Have you seen right there? Yep. Exactly.
Especially in this atmosphere with all these fans.
Exactly.
It's difficult.
Number 11, Grant Kornberger comes in for number 4, Trey Townsend, and Nate Talbot comes in for number 24, Drew Van Heck. 7.4 seconds ago, Oxford up 8-6. Here we go, second free throw from Raish, and he made that one. So 9-6, 7.4 seconds ago. It's probably the last shot. Sutton racing fast up the court, put the last shot at the buzzer, no good. The half-court heave, and that one falls short. So that is the end of the first quarter, a very low-scoring first quarter. Oxford leads 9-6. We'll be back after a short break. This is the home of Michigan High School playoff basketball.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and today I'm here to change your outlook on becoming a referee. Sometimes being a referee can be hard work, but I'm here to tell you that the positives far outweigh the negatives. Just think of the impact you could have on the younger generation, the laughs you could share, and the lives you could change. There's an unofficiated game that needs you.
And we are live at the Dragons' End once again as we are transitioning from the first to the second quarter. Teddy, what did you see in that first half for both teams?
I saw a lot of aggressive and competitive play. Let me tell you that much. I'm going to start by saying that. A lot of aggressive and competitive play, but that's what we expected, no doubt. 2 rival teams, obviously in an atmosphere like that. Refs are going to let them play a little bit, but I know I say it so much, and I just have to stress it. The offensive rebounds, they're just not getting them. And you're not, when you miss those shots and you're not getting an offensive rebound, you're not giving yourself that extra opportunity to be on offense more. It's essentially what it is, giving yourself a better chance to get more points. So that's one thing I saw a lack of, but hopefully it'll get better for both teams, really, in this second quarter.
Looks like number 5, DeWave Turner is in for the Wildcats. Oxford kind of working the ball around the perimeter. This is a mismatch right here. Out to the perimeter.
It's a good shot fake by Raish.
Yeah, good shot fake right there. Williams for 3. No good. Loose ball and Lake Orion ball. Van Heck to inbound. As we just started this second quarter. If you just tuned in, Oxford up 9-6 here in the district finals. Van Heck, spin move inside, Boneheimer, and out of bounds. off of a Wildcat, I believe, as number 13, Connor Nicholson, and number 4, Trey Townsend come in for the Wildcats. They come in for number 2, DeWine Williams, and number 40, Michael Raish. Bad pass from Van Heck inside, almost went in the hoop actually. Loose ball picked up by DeWave Turner. Turner's a very sneaky ball player as well. Really more of a dribble drive type of guy for Oxford. He can really drive in the paint. We'll see how he does with the big man Talbot in for the Dragons. Talbot playing a little bit more of the perimeter. Not something you really see. As this is what we expect with Van Heck on Trey Townsend. That's what I predicted at least. As good defense from the Dragons. Oh no. We're going to call a foul. I thought they were going to call a travel right there on Reichwitz because he kind of got hit by his own teammate. But they're going to get the foul on Heiler. So that's Heiler's first, team second. Both teams have 2 fouls apiece.
Heiler comes out, Zachary Townsend comes back in.
Yep. So Townsend brothers both back in. This is basically the starting lineup without Raish and Coughlin, yep.
But Raish makes his way back to the table.
Yeah, Raish is coming back right now, so that's a big help for the Wildcats. Reichwitz step back jumper, no good. Rebounded by Trey Townsend. Good defense from the Wildcats. They still lead 9-6, 6-12 to go in the first half. This is a very good game so far. Oh, good shot fake from Trey Townsend. Can he finish? No! That was a good shot fake, though.
That was good.
That was beautiful by Trey Townsend. Oh, Van Heck shaking and baking. Over to Bodenheimer now. Bodenheimer, the floater inside, no good. Rebounded by DeWave Turner for the Wildcats. Here he comes, up to Zachary Townsend. Back to Turner, loose ball. And Turner keeps a hold of it. Van Heck tipped the pass right there. As DeWave Turner driving inside, and a charge called on the floor. That charge taken by no one else than Drew Van Heck. He's famous for doing that. Here we go. Now we're getting the starting lineup back in for the Wildcats. Raish and Coughlin both come in for Turner and Kornberger. And Reichwitz comes out for Isaiah Harris. So Isaiah Harris getting in the ball game. This is huge. We haven't seen Isaiah Harris in a long time.
Yep.
So Isaiah Harris checking into the game. This is going to be interesting. And we have not seen Isaiah in a very long time. Same with Jack Cummins as well. As that pass out of bounds off of a Wildcat. So Dragons will keep possession.
Wildcats are in very good deny pass, is what you would call it.
Yeah.
They tip the passes is basically what happens.
Every time they try to get inside the Talbot, they're tipping that pass, which is you know was what they worked on in the film room. As missed 3 by Logan from the corner. Here come the Wildcats once again, and it's still 9-6. Out to the corner, and another charge called. Again, Van Heck the one taking the charge. So that foul is on the number 13, Connor Nicholson. The first one was on DeWave Turner.
Oxford coach Steve Laidlaw's down there. He's telling them, hey guys, let's calm down. We're getting a little aggressive, and we're getting fouls from that.
Both teams playing very good defense, but neither one can really get anything going on offense. Inside. Oh, man, the Dragons are trying to get inside of Talbot, but Oxford did a very good job of keeping that ball away from Nate Talbot.
It's mostly Townsend who's doing that.
Exactly. And, yep, that's a charge right there. Reach in. As Raish is trying to claim that he was going up for a shot. That falls on Drew Van Heck, his first, as Reichel was looking to check back in for the Dragons. Raish is trying to plead his case, saying he was going up with the shot. But they're going to say that foul's on the floor. Loken comes out for Jake Reichwitz for the Dragons. As they get inside the Raish immediately, the reverse layup, no good. That looked kind of forced right there from Raish.
Yep. I think he may have been trying to draw that foul.
Van Heck's been moved inside, foul on the floor, and
a
blocking. So that foul, I believe, was on Trey Townsend. We'll see what they call on the board. It is on Townsend. That's his second.
That's dangerous for Oxford.
Oxford fans don't like it. I'm not really sure. I think I could have went either way right there. Ooh, Oxford fans. That's the loudest manure chant I've ever heard from a high school student section. Putting out that good old manure chant.
Yeah.
As Van Heck misses the first free throw. That's critical. In a game low scoring as this, you got to hit every free throw that you get.
Absolutely.
So both teams playing extraordinary defense right now. Second free throw from Van Hack, and no good. In and out. Good effort by Bodenheimer. Second chance points, like how you were saying. Harris inside, reverse lay from Bodenheimer, blocked by Trey Townsend. And a foul call on Talbot.
That's a good call. That was a foul.
Yeah, that was a good call right there. That was clearly a reach in.
That was exciting though.
That was. This atmosphere is absolutely crazy right now. This is so fun. This is so fun to be in. I love this. Raish now trying to drive out to Nicholson, fakes the jumper, now with the Coughlin. Coughlin dangerous. And that foul on Drew Van Hack inside. He pulled the arm of Townsend. And it looks like Hunter Sykes will come in his place. As Van Hack is the guy that you want to keep out of foul trouble. So Townsend and Van Hack both have 2 fouls. That's critical down the stretch as Zachary Townsend wide open in the corner. Airballs that one in the hands of Connor Nicholson, though. No one covers him. His shot no good. Rebounded by Hunter Sykes. Isaiah Harris now coming to the court for the Dragons. Inside, Bodenheimer lost the handle, caught underneath the hoop, and the Dragons will have to reset.
No problem.
Harris now driving inside, out to Talbot. On Townsend now.
Talbot.
Out to Seitz. Seitz driving inside. Spin move right. Oh, what a swat from Trey Townsend. Reichels gets the loose ball out to Bodenheimer. Inside to Seitz. Now to Talbot. Left-handed layup is good. Finally, we get some points steady. Finally. 9-8. Oxford still leads. 3:25 to go. And a timeout taken by Oxford. This is going to be a 30-second timeout.
Wow. That
was crazy. That was fun to watch.
It's a defensive game, no
yeah,
doubt.
It's only 9-8. We have 17 combined points.
I guarantee there will be at least one player, probably Van Hack and Townsend, on each side who will foul out of the game.
Someone's going to foul out.
Absolutely.
Because this game is so defensive. Both teams doing a very good job. Big credit to Oxford for really kind of taking away Talbot right now. That's really been the main problem for the Dragons, that their offense is really fumbling around, getting it inside the Talbot first, and then letting him decide if he wants to go up or pass it out. But if they can't even get inside the Talbot, it really doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
So big credit to Oxford right there. Doing a very good job. But Dragons also keeping Trey Townsend in check as well. Both teams keeping their stars in check.
Yep.
So here we go. Oxford to inbound. Looks like Nolan Heiler is back in the ball game for the Wildcats. And it looks like Zachary Townsend about to check back in for the Wildcats. He's at the scores table.
Trey Townsend, probably one of their, if not the best player on their team, is sitting right now. Probably again because he has 2 fouls right now.
Exactly. Loose ball picked up by Coughlin, guarded by Jake. For 3, Oxford, no good, in and out. Rebounded by Dylan Bodenheimer. That 3 was by, looks like Grant Kornberger. Talbot inside, guarded by Race, trying to post up, triple team inside. Bodenheimer goes up, he gets it to go. He's on the floor. 10-9, the Dragons get the lead right back. 2:43 to go.
About that earlier. Talbot has the ball. He's got 4 people on him. There's got to be somebody open.
And he found Bodenheimer inside it. Bodenheimer wasn't the best man to pass to, but they got it to go. As here come the Townsend brothers, they come back in. Looks like Grant Kornberger and Nicholson come out for the Wildcats. That foul was on Jake Reichel, so he has 2 now. So now Townsend, Trey Townsend, Van Hack, and Reichwist all have 2. So both teams got to be careful of their main guys having 2 fouls. Don't want to get them into foul trouble, especially in a ball game like this.
Manzo probably not too worried about Reichwist, though.
That's Coughlin from the corner. His 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by the Dragons. Isaiah Harris gets by Coughlin. The layup inside and the charge call. Good job by Zachary Townsend to take the charge. Good job by him to just stick his feet in the ground.
That was a great play.
And take the charge. Good job.
Fantastic play.
Zachary Townsend.
And that's not what the fans are going crazy about.
Yeah.
Ray swatted that ball.
Oh, yeah. Raish is doing a very good job blocking guys, him and Townsend. Doing a very good job for the Wildcats, blocking a lot of shots underneath the hoop. 10-9, Dragons lead, 2:15 to go in the first half. It looks like we got Cam Sutton on Coughlin. That should be interesting. Trey Townsend takes the three. That one, no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Harris. Good job to go up for that one. He's trying to push the pace. Boneheimer driving baseline out to Isaiah. Calls for a pick. Oh, good crossover. Step back from Isaiah Harris. No good. And rebounded by Trey Townsend.
Trey Townsend's boxing out Nate Talbot. One thing Talbot kind of lacks in the rebounding process is the actual boxing out.
That three, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Boneheimer. And there are a lot of shots going up and not a lot of shots falling in. This is a very defensive game right now. And it looks like number 13, Connor Nicholson, looking to check back in for the Wildcats. Sutton does have range. Takes the jumper, and that one falls. Sutton stop, pops, and drops. Hits that one. Dragons lead by 3. Raish now with the ball. Trying to drive inside on Logan, out to Trey Townsend. Townsend driving inside, left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Boneheimer. Tough bounce for Trey Townsend. I thought he had it right there. As loose ball on the floor, picked up by Logan Coughlin. Here it comes, 2-on-2 fast break. What does he do? Driving inside, and blocked by Cam Sutton from behind. The little man, blocking the other little man. As Shane Barkley's coming in the game, your boy.
I'm just happy right now. Let me tell you that. I am just happy right now. This is a really fun game.
This is so fun to watch. This is so fun to watch. I am so glad to be broadcasting this game. This is one for the ages. Zach Townsend out to his brother Trey. Trey will reset, guarded by Talbot, trying to drive inside. Goes up and gets it to go. Trey Townsend. Dragons still hold a 1-point lead, 40 seconds to go. They could hold for the last shot, but I think they're going to try to get a fast one right here. Barkley went with the ball out to Loken. Good ball fake by Kyle. Ooh, Loken almost didn't get the handle of that one. Talbot, oh, guarded by Townsend, takes the jumper. Talbot over Trey Townsend. Wow!
Wow.
15 seconds to go. Let's see what Coughlin does.
We are seeing sides of lots of players tonight that we have never
that we've not seen in a while, yeah. Here we go. Coughlin trying to drive inside. Gets it out to Trey Townsend. He's going up against Talbot, posting up, spin move, gets separation, no good. And that is the end of the first half. What a half that was. Your Dragons lead 14-11.
The biggest thing, though, that has to happen in the second half is Lake Orion cannot stay, or they can't play like they're ahead. They have to continue to play like they are tied or they are down.
So stay tuned for halftime. So we will have a little bit of a segment on Dragons forward Kyle Loken, the senior. So again, stay tuned for that. There will be a segment on him during halftime, but we'll be back after that. This is the home of Michigan High School playoff basketball.
Today, we'd like to introduce you to the School Broadcast Program. The School Broadcast Program launched in 2009 to give MHSAA members an opportunity to showcase excellence in their schools by creating video programming of athletic and non-athletic events. It also gave students working the events television production experience in announcing, camera operation, creating graphics, and production direction. Schools could also use the SBP as a fundraising opportunity through selling advertising and subscriptions to watch live content on MHSAA.tv and across the NFHS network. One SBP school, Montrose, gained national recognition in 2017 when Eric Vandepfeiffer was named by the NFHS network as its Student Broadcaster of the Year.
I'm working with the National Federation and the MHSAA here in Michigan.
In the past year, the School Broadcast Program has seen great growth with the introduction of the NFHS Network's automated streaming solution, Pixelot, for those schools wishing to stream live games but lacking the ability to staff them. Pixelot uses 4 high-definition cameras to track the action and can even plug into the scoreboard at the site to provide a score and time graphic. And some schools are involving students in Pixelot productions as game announcers.
Shot! And it's good. It's good!
To learn more about the School Broadcast Program and Pixelot, visit the MHSAA website.
I coached him in 7th grade, and he was just tenacious, and he was much smaller then, but he's always kind of had the heart of a lion. I know that term gets thrown out quite a bit, but he's always been pretty fearless, and he's carried that with him now into the year that he's going to graduate. So it's been fun to watch him grow up, and he's always been a mature kid, but watch him blossom into just a great person, and he's been a pleasure to coach.
Well, started basketball in like 1st grade, Basketball America. Kept playing, wasn't very good. Got to 7th grade, somehow made the team. Actually, Coach Manzo was my coach. He'll tell you I had 3 points the whole year. I wasn't very good. I started working at it, just shot a lot of buckets, and got better from there. Just kept going at it. I struggled with like controlling the ball and like on the offensive half of the floor, but I started working in like practice in the off season on like just playing 2v2 or 3v3, like little scrimmages, and shooting the ball more, and it just got better from there. For me especially, there was a ton of hard work because I was not very good at basketball when I started out, and I was one of those just grind players, get the 50-50 balls and do all the hustle plays, more on a flashy scorer. So hard work is what I base my whole style of play off of.
I think the main thing that stands out with coaching Kyle is his work ethic is at the top of the charts. And I think that's why he was voted as captain coming into his senior year, because the guys respect him so much for what he does both on the court, off the court, in the classroom, in the community. He's a great role model for younger players in our program.
Biggest accomplishment is probably winning the OA Blue last year with the team and moving us all the way up to the top league in Oakland County.
That ball's tipped away by Talbot. Here comes Talbot behind the back. Has to stop the fast break. Oh, behind the back, pass to Loken, and it's inside.
What I love most about my team is just the heart and the family camaraderie we play with. We all like each other a lot, so it's fun. And probably my parents, they're huge supporters through the ups and downs, the wins and losses. They always had good positive things to say to me.
Well, he's improved dramatically. When he was younger, I think he was a kind of just noted as a scrappy player, somebody that was going to play great defense, rebound the ball, and he's now taken on a little bit more of a scorer's mentality. He scored double digits last year, probably for one of the first times in his basketball career, and has really worked on his shooting to the point that we count on him. So that part of his game has really blossomed over the last couple of years.
Today, in our series on misunderstood high school sports rules, we're going to take up the topic of sliding in basketball. In football, a player slides to give himself up when running the ball to protect himself. In soccer, a defender will slide tackle to separate an opponent from the ball. In ice hockey, a defender will slide to block an opponent's shot. In baseball and softball, a runner will slide to get to a base or to score a run. And when it happens, everyone applauds a good play. But in basketball, a slide usually gets everyone in the stands and on the sideline screaming for a call of traveling. And they're wrong. A player sliding on the floor after gaining control of the ball is not called for traveling unless they stop and roll over or attempt to get up without dribbling. A player on their stomach may pass, shoot, start a dribble, or request a timeout. If on their back, a player can also sit up without violating the rules. For more information on basketball rules or to become a registered game official, visit our website at mhsaa.com. Helps wanted, just whistle.
Dragons Den, as we are about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the third quarter, but Teddy, what a quarter that was, or a half, I should say.
Well, before that, I want to get into what's happening right now. You got a little match-off between the student section,
yeah.
Lake Orion versus Oxford, and And these are fun to watch. These are really fun to watch. You got Lake Orion, they're chanting something, and Oxford's chanting back. You got turning your backs on each other, and it's fun. It's lots of fun here. But getting into the first half, obviously it's a low-scoring game, very aggressive, very competitive, as we've expected, right? Lake Orion is up by 3 right now, so we're talking about our goal as the Dragons is to stay ahead, to act like we're down, to act like we're tied. But someone's goal from an Oxford standpoint is let's get up. Let's try and get as many points as we can, but you don't want to rush it either way. You want to rely, again, on those layups, those jump shots from in the paint, the field goals, right? When you're drawing a foul, you got to get those free throws. Those are absolutely crucial in games like this.
Yeah, Dragons, like how you're saying, the main key for the Dragons is they can't play like they're up. Yeah, they're up by 3, but one shot and it's tie game. So, it's not really much of a cushion at all. I mean, it's good to be up. It definitely boosts your morale. It definitely boosts your morale going into half. But for the Wildcats, it's just really a matter of, they got to really keep playing the same game that they're doing. But this second half is going to be very huge because we only have a combined score of 25 points in that first half. That was a very defensive first half. And honestly, I'm kind of expecting the same thing in the second half because it was very defensive, but at the same time, there are a lot of missed shots from both teams, really. And the main problem for the Dragons was really that they couldn't get inside to Nate Talbot. Yeah. And that's a huge credit to Oxford because they really locked him down, mostly Trey Townsend and a little bit of Michael Reich.
So a little bit from what I would like to see from the Dragons is a little bit of pick and rolls, but down low for Talbot. Yeah. Send Bodingheimer or send Van Hecken to pick for Talbot.
Those backdoor cuts are key for them.
Absolutely.
Those always work for the Dragons.
Absolutely. So go back to it. Go back to textbook baseball. Or I'm sorry, basketball. I know.
Textbook
basketball. So, I mean, it's going to be an interesting half, but I'm really excited to see us go back to the basics.
Exactly.
I mean, back to the basics of basketball. Today's game is a copyrighted presentation of Lake Orion High School's Dragon Broadcasting Program. Follow us on social media for our current live broadcast schedule. We're live streaming over 30 games and events this winter, including all of next week's girls basketball districts from Lake Orion. Plus, you can catch our award-winning daily live newscast, LOAM. You'll find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Vimeo. Just go to our website, www.dragonbroadcasting.org. So we got 25 seconds here, waiting for this. I'm going to say it's an exciting half coming our way.
Yeah, I think a big key for the Dragons is more guys that got to step up offensively because, their main offense is getting inside the Talbot, but when that's not working, you can't keep trying to force something that's not working. More guys got to step up. And I think the shots that's really underappreciated is those little mid-range jumpers inside the 2-point line. Not a lot of people take those, but those are very key. Cam Sutton loves to take those little ones where you run, stop, pop, and just drop it like that.
Well, here's something that I believe in, and I know Manzo believes in it, or at least he used to. I don't know how he feels currently, but if you're going to take 2 steps into the from the three and get 2 points, you might as well take 2 steps out and try and get 3 points.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, if you're at the top of the paint or at the top of the key or outside on the boxes, definitely take those jumpers. If you're not guarding, you have an open opportunity.
So here we go, kicking off the second half here in the district championship. Dragons inbound the ball first. We'll see what the Dragons do. Boneheimer driving to his left, inside, layup up, and gets the foul.
One thing I want to point out, your pick from Oxford, Trey Townsend, only 4 points the first half.
Talbot's the leading scorer for the Dragons with 8, so right now I'm losing that pick. Boneheimer to line for 2, and missed the first one. That foul was on number 13, Connor Nicholson for the Wildcats. If Boneheimer makes this one, we'll make it a 4-point game.
That's 2 possessions.
Yeah, making it a 2-possession game, and can't hit that one. Really been the story tonight for both teams. Missed points at the line. There's a huge down the stretch, especially if you're on the losing side and you look back at it, like we made just 1 or 2 of those to be a whole different ball game.
Yep.
So here we go. Townsend with the ball inside the Reich. Reich driving inside on Boneheimer. Gets it to go! over Talbot. Cuts the lead down to 1.
Dragons still up 1 here.
Reich was barking out signal that right now it's definitely a different atmosphere when trying to call plays. It's definitely a lot louder than he's probably used to.
That's one thing that I love about Manzo is he's been in these situations. He can prepare you. You know, if you have a team who's used to yelling out stuff and you can't hear them, it's a completely different game. It's very hard to stay on track with your team.
Exactly.
So Manzo does a great job preparing his team for situations like this.
Reichquist takes the long 3. That one can't fall. Talbot inside. He's fouled by Michael Reich.
All right, Talbot, come on now.
Talbot's got to do something here at the line. Again, he can't do it all, but these are easy points right here. That foul on Reich, that's his first.
This is Talbot's first time to the line this evening.
First free throw from Talbot. And he breaks it. Listen to the student section right there from Oxford. They're chanting brick, and you missed that one. Both teams not really doing that fantastic from the line, but second free throw from Talbot sinks that one. So he got 1. Dragons up by 2. So a bucket ties it. 3-pointer takes the lead for Oxford.
This is a very important possession right now for Oxford and Lake Orion. If Lake Orion can stop, they'll be up 2 possessions, assuming that they score.
Nicholson for 3, though. That one falls. Doesn't matter. They hit the 3.
So they're going to have the lead now.
Wildcats up by 1, 16-15.
Dragons going to have to take that lead back if they want to stay with it, because we know Oxford, when they have the momentum, they can take off.
Yeah, it's one you can't let Oxford get too far out in front, or you will pay the price for it. Van Heck, Euro step inside. He gets it to go. Good move from Van Heck, his signature Euro step. That works, and the Dragons take the lead back 17-16, 6 minutes ago in the third quarter.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think anyone predicted that this would be a close game?
I don't think anyone, honestly, I don't really think so. As that ball's out of bounds, and the Dragons will get the ball, but even at school, like, a lot of people didn't really expect the Dragons to really compete.
I came into this game expecting a complete great game, no matter the outcome.
Yeah, same here. Because the Dragons, they've looked good. Like the last 4 games of the regular season and then going to the playoffs, they looked really good. As Logan takes a 3, he's fouled by Zachary Townsend at the top of the key, so Logan will go to the line for 3 free throws instead of just 2. But like I was saying, the Dragons have looked very strong, and I think that first round bye that they got, I think it really helped them. And I think the pressure of not having to play Clarkston kind of lifted a lot of weight off their shoulders. It really took that thought out of the back of their mind. As Logan go to the line for 3.
Something else that's worth mentioning, both teams have won every game since February 8th.
Exactly.
Oxford, their only game that they lost was against Ferndale, and they lost 66-59. And the Dragons, Dragons lost again on February 8th to Bluefield Hills, 66-54.
And that's really a game that they honestly should have won, but the turnovers killed them. There are honestly a lot of games that the Dragons had that if they had just cut down on the turnovers, they would have easily won the game.
Absolutely.
Third free throw from Loken, and breaks the third one, but a whistle on the floor, and I think the foul's called on Oxford. Dragons are cheering, don't know what the foul was called on. Maybe it was a lane violation. And another manure chant from the Oxford Wildcats. I'm not putting the foul up on the board, so I don't know what the call exactly was. Ref coming to the scorer's table now. We'll see what it is. I think it might have been a lane violation because Logan's back at the line. Logan did make 2 out of 3. Yep, there he is, lane violation. So Logan will get a second chance to hit this third free throw right here. He missed that last one before the lane violation, but he made the first 2 before that. See if you can hit this critical right here, and he sinks it. So Dragons up by 4, 20-16, 2-possession game, 5:37 to go in the third quarter. Let's see how Oxford responds.
That's exactly what Loken has to do in that situation.
Yeah, that was huge. Those 3 free throws were down the stretch. Those are going to make a big difference.
You saw that segment on Loken at halftime. He's very good at those under pressure situations, a great leader on the team.
Exactly. Bad pass from Nicholson. Ball falling out of bounds. Saves it to Trey Townsend. Good job. Race in the corner for a 3. That one goes. Michael Rice from downtown cuts the lead down to 1.
That right there is something you got to pay attention to. If your team is on defense and they're tipping the ball, you can't just assume we're going to get it.
Exactly. As Bodenheimer lost the handle, here we go. 3-on-2 fast break for the Wildcats. Coughlin inside to Nicholson. He goes up and gets it to go. What a layup from Connor Nicholson.
That was very impressive. Very impressive.
And just like that, Oxford has to lead 21-20. Couple of bad possessions by the Dragons and a missed opportunity on defense to get the ball. Results in them being down now after just having the lead by 4.
Good pick by Talbot.
Reichwitz takes the 3. That one goes! Jake Reichwitz from downtown.
You score on me, I'll score on you. That's how that works.
Big shot right there from Jake. A well-needed shot. As again, like I was saying, more Dragons have to step up as we're gonna have another 3-pointer right here. In and out. Loose ball. There we go. The Dragons get it. Oh no, another loose ball. Who's gonna get it? And the Dragons do. Well, you gotta go. This is a 5-on-4. But there he is. Nicholson was back. He was on the floor back here, but he did a good job of hustling up the court. But the Dragons did have a 5-on-4 right there. Reichwitz calling for a pick. Gets it. Now to Loken. Loken step back inside to Talbot. Ooh, Townsend reaching. Can Nate teach him? Spin move, and yep, travel right there. Of course, Talbot made it too. But travel right there.
Another
on
good
Talbot.
call.
Yeah,
Another
good call right there. So good defense from Trey Townsend. And looks like we have a timeout taken by Coach Manzo.
That will be a full
timeout.
Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded athlete. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life.
All right. These student sections are going at it.
Yeah.
You got Oxford saying little brother, which is a just tribute to the Michigan State football rivalry. And there it is, the 28-7, the score of the Oxford and Lake Orion football game this season. Second game of the season where Oxford took down Lake Orion at home. But Dragons really their only comeback right now is scoreboard, which, I mean, it's true. It's the only comeback they got, but at least it's something. So here we go. Zachary Townsend inbounds it to Michael Raish. And this stadium has even gotten more filled since the first quarter.
I like watching Raish bring the ball up the court.
He is really good at it. Raish goes up, and he's fouled, a blocking foul. I think that's on Bodenheimer. It will be. That's Bodenheimer's first, so that will put Michael Raish to the line. I believe he's, what, 1 for 2 at the line?
He is, yes.
All right. First free throw from him, in and out, so now he's 1 for 3. As Cam Sutton coming in for, looks like Kyle Loken. Interesting substitution right there by Coach Jim Manzo.
I mean, he's getting his starters a rest, you know?
Second free throw from Raish, hits that one. Looks like we had a little bit of a miscommunication for the inbound. So here we go. Dragons up by 1, 23-22. Reichwitz to Sutton. Sutton has range. Van Hack almost lost the handle of it. Now way over to Reichwitz in the corner. Bodenheimer inside Talbot. That ball tipped, and it will go off of Talbot, and Oxford gets the ball back. As Townsend, he has a very good eye. He knows when that pass is coming, and he's very good at anticipating that pass when it goes inside to Talbot. Really one of the only players that's been able to do that all season against Nate. As Ray's driving inside, lost the handle, picked off by Jake Reichwitz, passed up to Van Heck, and Van Heck tripped, couldn't get the ball, picked off by Nicholson. That one picked off! Cameron Sutton, looks like football now, throwing picks back and forth.
That's a good reset there by Sutton, good reset.
Sutton.
3 turnovers in a row. That's a good reset.
Yeah, just bad pass after bad pass. Talbot inside, foul, that one! The big man inside the foul and the bucket counted.
I'll tell you what, one big part of this second half is going to be keeping, if you want to have a lead and work with the lead, you want to have it at least 2 possessions. So Talbot, up 3 right now, really wants to make it them up 4 so they can work a little bit more. Manzo can get his starters more of a rest.
Hunter Seitz checks in for Drew Van Heck at the forward position. And Talbot completes and gets 3 points the old-fashioned way as number 3, Nolan Heiler, comes in for the Wildcats. Seems like he will check in for, looks like, DeJuan Williams. So that was a good move from Talbot because he finally started to realize that he can't just sit there in the post on Townsend. He's got to move. And he finally moved, and he got behind Townsend, and a good pass to him inside. Good court vision by Talbot's teammates as Townsend driving inside. Reverse layup, in and out, no good. I thought for sure that one was in. So tough bounce. Rim not favoring Townsend so far tonight. Dragons up by 4, 26-22, just under 2 minutes ago in the third quarter. Boneheimer out to Sutton. Sutton has range, he'll shoot! Oh, no good off the side of the rim, but hustle play from Boneheimer. He drives baseline, and loose ball again, and Talbot comes up with it. Buys on the 4, Talbot up, and a blocking foul on Nicholson, I believe. No. The ref made the blocking signal,
I saw a blocking sign.
Now you're calling shot. The ref changed his call. Tough break right there for the Dragons. The ref called blocking foul, and then he changed it to charge. Interesting. Here we go, ref, or we got to play on. Doesn't matter.
Dragons still up 4 here.
Exactly, you're still up 4. Just put it in the back of your mind and keep going. That's really for either team if something like that happens again. As Townsend driving inside on Talbot, goes up. Oh, what a layup. Trey Townsend going up strong against the big man. Not afraid of the height. Puts the Wildcats within 2 as Drew Van Heck looking to check back in for the Dragons. He just sat down by the scorers table. Seitz out to the corner. Loken for 3. No good. Rebounded by Connor Nicholson. Yep, that's a foul right there. Good call by the ref. Loken kind of came inside, kind of bodied him a little bit.
That's only going to be Loken's first, though.
No, that's a second.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is a second.
Yeah, it's put up on the scoreboard. So Van Heck comes in for Talbot and Isaiah Harris. He's coming in for Jake Reichler. So still yet to see any of Jack Cummins. Saw a little bit of Shane Barkley. So here we go. See what the Wildcats do. Nicholson trying to drive inside on Seitz, backs out. And bad pass, out of bounds, and the Dragons will get the ball. Miscommunication right there as Nicholson tried to drive inside, backed out to the corner, and picked up his dribble. And he was trying to get it to Townsend to reset, but Townsend didn't realize it, kind of ran away right as Nicholson passed the ball. As it looks like Logan Coughlin checks in for Connor Nicholson. Again, Coughlin, a very good three-point shooter. Got to keep tabs on him. Oh, what a move. Van Heck inside, left it layup, no good. 200 off the backboard, rebounded by Trey Townsend. Here he comes up the court. Oh, what a move. Townsend inside, fouled. Almost got the N1. Good job by Trey Townsend. Very shifty up the court. Crossing guys over and almost had a beautiful finish for the N1. Couldn't get it to fall though, but he will shoot 2 at the line. As Dylan Boneheimer looking to check back in for the Dragons. He's at the scorer's table now. First free throw from Townsend, no good, off the front of the rim. As Boneheimer is coming in for Drew Van Heck. So quick shifts for a lot of guys right now. It's like Seitz is probably you could say the 5 right now. But this
I would say Boneheimer probably.
Maybe this is definitely a 2-guard, 3-forward lineup as Sutton gets the hustle play as Townsend missed both free throws right there. Isaiah Harris now going to do the ball handling duties. Now it's to Isaiah Harris. Harris fakes a 3, takes the floater, his signature shot, and it falls. 8 seconds to go in the quarter now.
Tell you what, Dragons want to stop a 3. You know Coughlin's going to try and get a 3 here.
Inside, 2 seconds, 1 second at the buzzer. Yes! Trey Townsend at the buzzer. Count it. What a finish to the end of the third quarter. Dragons lead 28-26. We'll be back after a short break. This is the home of Michigan High School playoff basketball.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
And we are live at the Dragons Den once again as we are about to start the fourth and final quarter, unless we go into overtime, but this is the fourth and final quarter of the district finals.
Just want you to know that overtime is a very big possibility right now.
Oh yeah, both teams going back and forth. That third quarter is always the critical quarter because that's usually the one where one team pulls away from the other, but right now we haven't seen it. You know both teams are going to try to bear down here. Fourth quarter. You got bragging rights on the line right here with the crosstown rivalry. You got district finals on the line right here. Winner goes to the regionals. So here we go. All bets are off. So Nicholson to inbound from the far sideline. Gets it inside to Coughlin. Coughlin guarded by Sutton. Heiler trying to get inside to Trey Townsend. Now he does. Back out to Nicholson for three. Oh, in and out. The rim's just not falling for the Wildcats. They've had a lot of shots go in and out, both at the free throw line and just in the field in general.
That was a really good play by Townsend. Drove.
It was.
Everybody thinks that he's going to drive.
Yeah,
he dishes it out.
He drew three people inside on him, and Nicholson was wide open. Sutton, good shot fake. Takes the jumper now, no good. Rebounded by Heiler, good fight for it. And they're going to foul on Talbot instead of the jump ball. I think that was the right call right there. Talbot didn't really have much control over the ball, but Talbot has to be careful. That's his third. That's his third. He cannot go out of this ball game. Talbot has to be careful. Because you know they're going to try to attack him now. Now he has three.
Absolutely.
Still a lot of ball game left to go. So Talbot's got to be passively aggressive, I guess you could say, because he's still got to play his game, but he can't really attack guys as much as he wants to. He's really got to play hands-up defense and be careful when he drives. As Rice for three, no good. Rebounded by Jake Reichwist. Dragons still lead by 2, 28-26, just under 7 minutes to go. In the corner as Reichwist, oh, that one goes in now. Talbot, the rebound, he missed that one. Picked up by Boneheimer, he goes in. That one can't go, lots of missed shots. Here comes Nolan Heiler, back to Coughlin. Coughlin takes the three, no good. Reichwist with the rebound, fight for it, and jump ball called. Possession arrow goes with the Dragons. I just ran out of breath there, Teddy.
I'm honestly surprised there was no fouls within that last 30 seconds.
Looks like we got the manure chant from the Lake Orion fans now. I don't know why he's saying that, because we have the ball.
Well, you're just trying to get a foul. Trying to get another foul.
As Reichwist, all about the three, didn't take it. Ooh, Coughlin reaching. Can Cam Sutton teach? Oh, a foul called as Rice went up and blocked him. That was an aggressive block from Rice.
Yeah.
He swatted that thing in the ground. Any harder, he probably would have put a dent in the ground right there. As Sutton going to the line for 2.
Was that Coughlin's foul?
Yeah, I believe that was Coughlin. That's his first. So number 1 has 1 foul for the Wildcats. Sutton to the line. Misses that free throw.
Gotta get those free throws.
The rim is just not favoring anybody tonight. Lots of shots going in and out, lots of tough bounces. Sutton at the line again. Can he make it a 3-point game? He does. So Dragons lead 29-26, 6:14 to go in this ball game.
Man, those free throws are so important.
They are critical down the stretch. You know, it's bound to bite when these teams.
And it's difficult. I mean, it's very difficult to be at that line there.
As Trey Townsend over Talbot, and that's the problem when you have 3 fouls, is that Nate wasn't really aggressive right there trying to go up and block him because he didn't want to get called for a foul. So Townsend got the separation he wanted and hit it over the big man. Good job by Trey. Reichwitz takes the three, no good. Rebounded by Michael Reich. Here comes Trey Townsend, he's dangerous. And a blocking foul called. That's Van Heck's third, I believe.
I don't think that should have been a block.
I think that was the one time where I think that was actually a charge. I clearly saw Van Heck, and he was sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
So another tough break. Calls really going both ways. Lots of tough calls, lots of bang plays. Zach Townsend driving inside, goes up, and the ball stuck. What do you call right here? Call a jump ball. Possession yard goes with the Wildcats, unfortunately. As no, that is Van Heck's fourth. They just put him up on the board. So Van Heck has four, so he's got to be very careful. He's out of the ball game though. Reich in the corner, thought about the three, didn't take it. Now it gives up to Trey Townsend. Talbot better guard Trey. You better get up on him. Posting up on Talbot. The shot, no good. That was forced. I think he was trying to draw a foul on Talbot right there.
That was good defense right there by Talbot.
Good hands-up defense. Sutton. And he's fouled by Logan Coughlin. Are they going to say Sutton was going up for a shot, or are they going to say it was a foul on the floor?
Looks like on the floor.
Yeah, so that's Coughlin's second.
Both teams have 6 fouls. That means next one's going to be in the bonus.
Exactly. Next foul puts the team in the bonus, which is critical. We have 5 minutes to go. Just over 5 minutes. 5:09 exactly.
This is where those free throws are just so crucial.
Ooh, dangerous pass from Sutton on the inbound. Boneheimer now back to Sutton. Now at the Talbot, guarded by Townsend.
Come on, Talbot.
Come on, do something now. Posting up. Talbot inside. Oh, missed that one. Loose ball on the floor. And yep, that's foul on Boneheimer. He's kind of hanging on to Rice right there as he's falling back. Good call by the refs. No, they called that foul on Talbot.
That's Talbot's fourth.
That's Talbot's fourth. I thought Boneheimer. I thought they were going to call it on Boneheimer.
I thought that was on Boneheimer
because he was the one pulling on Rice. Because Rice is to the line right now. Unless they missed the. Wow. All right. So Talbot has 4. He's got to be extremely careful now. Rice to the line. 1-1, and he made it. So we're tied up here, 29 apiece. If Rice makes this one right here, then he'll put the Wildcats up by 1. And he does. So Rice finally goes 2 for 2 from the line, a big moment.
That's gonna make Rice 4 for 7 on the day at the line.
Fans don't care how many you miss as long as you make the ones that matter.
But as we've been talking about, that's all of them.
And they're going to give Townsend a foul right there. I thought they called it a illegal pick, but they called it on Townsend. Or Zach Townsend, I should say. That's his second. So Talbot going to the line. He will go. That puts the Dragons in the bonus. So Talbot will get a 1-and-1 situation. If he makes one, he'll get the second. It looks like they're trying to decide who's actually at the line, or who should be at the line.
Oh.
Reichwitz. So this could be for the better. As I said, that probably just jinxed them. Van Heck coming in for Talbot. I think this is a good move right here.
Yeah, absolutely. You want your big man like that to be playing the last minute or two.
Yeah, last minute or two. You know what I'm finding out now. Jake at the line for a 1-and-1. Can't hit it.
You jinxed him.
I did. I really did. Here comes Logan Coughlin now. Guarded by Boneheimer. Race just kind of waiting right there. On a Trey Townsend. This is a critical defensive possession for the Dragons. Oxford taking their time, as they should. Race calling for a pick, almost bobbled it. Out to the perimeter, Coughlin, now to Trey Townsend. And Oxford just playing tic-tac-toe around the board, kind of just taking their time. Pick from Trey Townsend. Now to Coughlin.
There.
Double team now out to Nicholson, now out to Reich. Dragons playing a good defense right now. Coughlin goes up, and what a layup! Logan Coughlin. And a timeout taken by Coach Manzo. A full timeout.
Stay in tune with the Preps by listening to This Week in High School Sports on the MHSAA Network. Carried on nearly 100 radio stations and web audio outlets, This Week features various sports, provides officiating insights on the Be the Referee segment, and closes with a weekly commentary. This Week in High School Sports can also be heard by visiting the homepage of the MHSAA website.
So, Oxford up by 3, 32-29. 3:44 to go in the game. Talbot has 4, Van Heck has 4.
I believe this is the most at which Oxford has been up in today's game.
I believe so.
They may have been up by 4.
No, yeah, 4. I think, yeah, because I believe they were up 9-5 early in the first quarter.
Yes, you're right. And that was during the long period in which
Exactly.
there was no scoring.
No
You're right.
scoring.
Yes.
But still, either way, no team getting near that double-digit lead. Boneheimer now in the corner. Now to Loken. Big possession right here for the Dragons. Let's see how they respond out of the timeout.
Fans from Oxford yelling 3 seconds.
That's not even a rule in high school basketball, surprisingly. I found that out last year. Boneheimer inside. Yep, sure, it's called. Good call by the ref right there. Boneheimer kind of dipped the shoulder. Nicholson fell down.
Yep, that's a good call.
Good call by the ref. So that will put, they're in the bonus. That should put Oxford to the line, but looks like Oxford calls a 30-second timeout.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for students. It's all on the health and safety page of the MHSAA.com.
So, Dragons down by 3, just had a charge on Dylan Boneheimer for the Dragons. So, with that being in the bonus, he should go to, or that should put, I believe, Connor Nicholson to the line. Or will it? It will not. So here we go. Coughlin takes the inbound. So I guess charges don't count as fouls towards the bonus.
I would guess. I mean,
yeah, because he should be at the line, but he's not. But no one said anything, so I'm assuming it's the right call.
The refs can't be wrong.
As Boneheimer inside!
Wow.
What a possession right there. Van Heck got the steal from Zachary Townsend. It was picked up by Boneheimer, passed up to Van Heck. Van Heck realized that he couldn't do anything with the ball, so he passed it behind and back to Boneheimer, and Boneheimer finished.
I don't know if Boneheimer even knew. I think I just kind of fell right into his hands.
And that's a foul on Logan right there, so that will put Nicholson to the line. That's Logan's third, so he's in foul trouble now. He's got to be careful. 2:33 to go in the ball game. Oxford up by 1, 32-31. Nicholson at the line for a 1-and-1. Here we go.
Nicholson has not been to the line today.
First free throw, in and out, tipped out. Good job by Trey Townsend. Tips it out to his brother Zachary Townsend, and Oxford will reset.
They got that brotherly connection.
Exactly. Good job by Trey Townsend. Michael Race driving the layup, no good. Rebounded by Van Heck. Here come the Dragons. They got to find a way to respond right here. And Reich was telling his teammates to go up. Anzo calling plays from the sideline. Let's see what we get. Breaking the 2-minute mark. Here we go. Crunch time now. Loken inside, goes up, and oh!
That was close.
Almost got the N1. That crowd would have went insane if he had hit that. As Talbot looked to check back in along with number 3, Nolan Heiler for the Wildcats. Or will he? Oh, no, Talbot will not check in. But he is sitting by Manzo. Loken at the line for 2 shots. That was a shooting foul. first free throw from Loken. Gets that one to fall.
And it's tied.
Tie game here. Nolan Heiler for the Wildcats checks in for Zachary Townsend. 1:55 to go. We have a tie game here, folks. Knotted up at 32. What a game this has been. Second free throw from Loken. No good. Rebounded by Michael Raish. And here he comes. Crunch time now, Teddy. Here we go.
Absolutely.
This is where you need your big players to show up.
Big, metaphorically, but also
literally.
Literally, yes, because Talbot's checking to the table now.
Exactly. As we have a timeout taken by the Wildcats, a full timeout.
Thanks to Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Broadcasting, you can watch LOHS Sports online all winter and spring. We've got a full schedule of live broadcasts, including all of next week's girls basketball districts from Lake Orion. It costs less than $10 per month to watch sporting events, and half of that money goes back to our LOHS program. Be sure to designate Lake Orion High School when you set up your account. Learn more at www.dragonbroadcasting.org.
So, Teddy, we're tied, 32 apiece, 1:34 to go. No matter who wins this game.
It has been good.
It has been good. Really, these whole playoffs have been very low scoring. We're at 32 in the fourth quarter.
Let me tell you what I like to see from the Dragons is, especially towards the end of the season, they were having trouble in the second half, and that was against Oxford. That was against Clarkston. That was against a lot of better teams. They were having trouble in the second half. They were putting up great fights the first half, but in the second half, they were starting to fall apart, and I love that everybody has enough energy, and I think we can thank a lot of that to the crowd and the atmosphere here tonight, but I'm really excited to see that. Either way, again, whatever the score is, it's been a fantastic game.
Yes. So, here we go. Inbound it to Trey Townsend. Tyler thought about the three, didn't take it. Back out to Logan Coughlin, he will reset. He's guarded by Cam Sutton.
Oxford fans are going to slowly make their way to their feet.
Here we go. Townsend on Van Heck. Townsend gets it to fall. What a shot from Trey.
That's big right there. Timeout, Manzo.
And timeout taken by Coach Manzo. 30-second timeout.
The teams, players, and coaches work hard all week getting ready for the game. So do the officials. Local officials meetings across the state every week help the men and women calling the action stay on top of their game. Let's give them the respect they deserve. Better yet, why don't you become one? Visit the MHSAA website for more information. There's help wanted, just whistle.
What a shot from Trey Townsend. Posting up a Van Heck. Gets the separation he wanted and freaking sank that.
He's very good at jumping, not towards the basket, straight up and using his arms to get that ball into the basket.
Yeah, he has good arc in the ball, just floated right in. Trey Townsend is an exceptional player for Oxford. He's only a junior, so has one more year left. As everyone on their feet, as we have a 2-point game, 34-32, 1:12 to go in the game. Winner wins the district. It will go to the regionals. So here we go. Reichwist to Boneheimer. Out to the perimeter. Inside Talbot. What was he going to do? Triple team goes up. No good. Loose ball picked up by Heiler. And this is where you got to start fouling. You got to start trapping if you're the Dragons. And a Talbot. Oh, no. And Talbot's out of the ball game. That's his fifth. And that's huge.
That's tough.
That's huge. So Raish will go to the line for a 1-1, I believe. No, he's in the double bonus, so he will get two no matter what. But Talbot fouls out the ball game. We're looking at who they're going to get a sub in.
I assume it's going to be Van Heck.
Yeah, either Van Heck or Stites, one of those two. I think it's going to be Van Heck, though. No, it will be Stites.
Probably trying to get a little bit more height as opposed to aggressiveness.
So Raish at the line, shooting 2.
Raish is 4 for 7 right now. I'm sorry, 4 for 8.
First free throw is good. Michael Raish hits a clutch free throw. Wildcats up by 3, 35-32. Hits this one to 2-possession game. Here we go. Can Raish hit it? He does. Here we go. Last 45 seconds. What can Reichwitz do?
Reichwitz looking for a good play. I'm assuming he's going to drive to the basket.
He's got to go. Got to get a quick bucket. Loose ball picked off by Coughlin, and that might just do it right there. Reichwitz was trying to shake and bake, lost the handle of it. Coughlin picked it off. Wildcats lead by 4, 36-32, 32.3 seconds ago in the game. Coughlin going to the line for 2. First free throw is good. Wildcats up by 5.
Gonna need a 3 here now. Now we gotta start getting those outside shots.
Second free throw from Coughlin. No good, in and out. 5-point game, here come the Dragons, but they gotta go, they gotta go.
Cam taking his time a little bit more than I would think.
Sutton takes the long 3, it probably forced. Boneheimer inside. No foul called, and that's gonna do it. Sutton probably put up an ill-advised shot right there. Didn't have to force that one.
And that was not a foul. That was not a foul down low. That was all ball.
Yeah, a good no call. Good no call by the ref. Boneheimer tried to draw the foul, couldn't get it. I think in that situation, it's a good no call. As Nicholson misses that shot right there. But we're looking at the game now, and those free throws are killing the Dragons. Lots of missed opportunities at the line as Nicholson misses both. But they gotta put up a quick 3 right here. Loken in the corner for 3, no good, gets his own rebound out to Reichwitz. He's gotta go, puts up the 3, that one no good, and this one is over, and Oxford wins the district.
A great game, a fantastic game.
As they're gonna put .6 up on the scoreboard, but that's basically the game. Dragons can't get 5 points with under a second to go. Townsend at the line. He'll get 2 shots no matter what. So, refs discussing, I don't know what they're really discussing. They're about to end the game right here. There's no point for Townsend to shoot these 2 free throws. Still waiting for a decision. They might as well just end the game because the game is pretty much over. And it looks like they will have Townsend shoot the free throws. I guess by rule, he has to.
Manzo chatting with the officials down there.
Yeah. Townsend sinks that one. Makes the score 38-32. .6 to go. Second free throw from Townsend. That one goes. Here we go. Last second heave, no good, and Oxford wins the district. They win 39-32. What a game, Teddy, this was. Good job by the Wildcats.
Very low scoring, very aggressive.
They made points down the stretch when they had to, and the Dragons didn't hit the points when they had to. A lot of missed free throws, which really killed them down the stretch. But again, big credit to Oxford, really shut down Talbot.
Great season for Lake Orion,
but yeah,
too.
Yeah, another
season.
very good season for the Dragons, as this is the first time that they've been in the district championship since 2012. So big credit to them. Very good season. Dragons should not hang their head at all. But next up for Oxford, they move on to Tuesday's regional semifinals where they will face Milford or Walled Lake Northern. Our next sports broadcast is on Monday, March 4th. We'll have the opening round of girls district playoff basketball. Lake Orion host Romeo at 5:30, followed by Oxford and Waterford Kettering at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching today's presentation of MHSAA playoff basketball. This game is a copyrighted presentation of Lake Orion High School's Dragon Broadcasting Program. Once again, the final score of tonight's game is Oxford 39, Lake Orion 32. For my partner, Teddy Herfield, and the crew, so long, everybody.
Have a good night.
Fantastic.